Let's do Constitution for 3 points.
Constitution for 3.
Next question.
List all you can. Click it. Death of a president. You'll have it next, but you've got it now. 5, 4,
They made a
3.
video portraying the death of President Bush.
How?
He was shot and assassinated.
Actually, they did. 1, 2, 3. They made a video of President Bush getting assassinated. Tell me more.
It was made in Europe.
Okay, that's true, but what's the significance? 2.
It was significant because he was a sitting president.
He was actually a sitting president. 1, 2, 3. What else can you tell me about it that made it different than any other movies? 2, 1, go. Your group's got it. Your group's got it.
Because it was actually real footage and it was like the real security.
It was actually real footage. 1, 2, 3. Tell me more.
They used the security. I don't know.
Anybody in the group? Your whole group's got it, and everybody's got to answer. 5, 4. Who's got it next, Grace? 3, 2, 1. Go, Brian.
What was also significant was that it was taking place in the future. The movie, I believe, was released in 2006, but it depicted assassination in 2007.
It actually was taking place. 1, 2, 3. It was taking place in the future. So, in fact, if somebody watched this, maybe what idea could they have gotten, Brian?
Assassinate the president.
They actually could have gotten an idea to think on that day, 1, 2, 3, that they could have tried to assassinate him. Was this movie allowed?
It was, but
Why?
It was free speech.
It is free speech. 1, 2, 3. What was the argument that it should be banned?
That it could incite violence and cause the disruption of a government by assassinating the
What was the
president.
purpose of the movie, Brian?
I think it was to educate people on what could happen if the president were killed. And
What could happen if the president got killed? Yeah, that's spot on. Anything else you want to tell me? 4.
Yeah, the government could not do anything to the filmmakers because they were British nationals, therefore they were protected by the United Kingdom.
Wow! 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all true. Anything else? 2, 1. Go, Montgomery. I've lost interest.
If it was Obama, there would have been real uproar, and that was one of the problems.
-3.
Are you kidding me?
Please note, Montgomery has not gotten anything right. If they'll touch the house, Brian's group, Kayvon's group, pick me a category. Gotta go.
By the time they showed it, it was.
Culture, 5 points.
Which one?
Political culture, 5.
Political culture for 5. Who's drawing? Oh, it's not a draw. Go ahead. Pick. Click it. Korematsu versus the United. Y'all have it. You've got it next. Go.
It was when
You got it third.
It was when President Theodore.
Loud.
President Frederick Roosevelt, in response to World War II, had the Japanese Americans interned in states like Wyoming and South Dakota.
Actually, Franklin Roosevelt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Issued. What was it? Was it a law?
It was
It was an executive order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the executive order did what?
It had people who were suspected that could aid the enemy in war put away so that way they could protect the United States.
They were put away where?
In internment camps.
In internment camps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. FDR issued an executive order to basically lock up Japanese Americans in internment camps after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. So, in fact, was there any trial or anything?
No trials. They were given, I think, a couple days' notice to pack up and leave. And
Basically, they could take anything that they could carry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything else you want to tell me?
Yes, Korematsu, I believe, was a man who tried to join the military to fight the Japanese.
And why was he not allowed to join?
Heart condition.
He had a heart condition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, Brian's rolling now. Anything else you can tell me? What was Korematsu's first name? 5.
Fred.
Fred! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he was kind of Americanized, if you will, at this point. He sued, right?
He did.
What'd the court say?
That because it was time of war and because his climate was sensitive, that it was legal for him to. Well, because he had a heart condition, he could not serve in the military.
Yeah.
And because he'd already been in the internment camps, he may have already defected and would want to act against the United States if allowed to be free.
I don't remember all that. I think your group's got it next. Because of Ashton. What did the court say about Korematsu's suit?
Well, they said that since it was times of war, it's okay.
Why?
Rights and responsibilities.
Yeah.
What is that?
That means that
He has to do his duty as an American and make.
Okay, the court said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you have rights and responsibilities as Americans. And in fact, can you give me some examples of the rights and responsibilities that they mentioned?
well during wartime, if you happen to be a threat to the security, national security, according to rights and responsibility, it's okay to put you away because they rather not have a slip off. and
Slip
rather-
off.
Yeah.
-5. -5. Who next? She got it wrong, or you got it wrong. Brian's out. Who's next, Grace? Go ahead, Montgomery.
No.
Gavin, yeah. What did the court say that ultimately did not free Fred Korematsu? Rights and responsibilities is a big part of it, but it has nothing to do with the slip-off.
You know what? I could do this one. It's your responsibility to intern yourself if you are of a national group that they're fighting because the possibility of the safety of the whole, the
It was your
comfort of the whole.
responsibility to intern yourself.
They said that very specifically, and it's for the general comfort of the community, general well-being, to go ahead with what the state
Gavin,
wants.
help him.
Well, also there was a worry that there could be violence incited against Japanese if they
There
weren't
was
interned for their
actually
own
that
protection.
worry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically what they said in this case, they said there's rights and responsibilities for all Americans. So with this in mind, yeah, there's privileges, but rights and responsibilities. And during wartime, they said it is the responsibility of the men to go fight. It's the responsibility of the women to go work in the factories. And in this instance, it was the responsibility of the Japanese Americans to basically go to the internment camps, kind of for the good of the country, but not self-internment. Understand, they said with this as well, anytime a classification is based primarily on race, it is immediately suspect, except in this instance. And they went forward and they approved this. Some people, put them all down. First hand I
We
see.
haven't gone yet. Our group.
I know, but I'm losing patience and we've only got 25
Yeah,
minutes.
We haven't picked a question yet.
Well, you guys have already gotten it wrong, so you can't answer this time. Okay, understand on this. Some people would argue. Put them down. Some people would argue this is racist. Why would they say that? First hand I see. Go ahead, Ian.
So
Your group.
The same, I think it was Thurgood Marshall that ruled on.
Yeah, the same judge who would rule also on the segregation of like schoolings according to race. So it would be racist because they're sending all the Japanese.
You've really botched that one. I'm not going to take off points, but it's a great fact. Earl Warren was the governor of California who also wrote the segregation decision, and he said he remembered the disappointment that he had, and he remembered the decision, and he started off the segregation case. Anytime a classification is based primarily on race, it is immediately suspect. But this time in segregation, they actually upheld that. The first time they didn't. But why would somebody say it's racist? Go ahead.
The U.S. was also at war with Germany, and we weren't putting Germans in internment camps.
We didn't put Germans in internment camps,
Italians
and in
too.
fact, we didn't put Italians. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So some people would argue that this was racist because of that. You could also make an argument that it wasn't racist. Why?
Well, one of the reasons the Japanese did not make up a huge percentage like the Germans. German
5.
Americans made up
4. I'm not looking for theory.
Bombed Pearl Harbor.
What's that?
They bombed Pearl Harbor.
Japan actually attacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Germany and Italy did not attack our homeland like Japan did. Go ahead, touch the house. Pick me a category. Gotta go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 27, 18, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 59, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 49, 7. Pick me a category.
Okay.
Yeah, you're picking a category.
Uh,
Everybody bitches that nobody's picking a category. Now you get the chance and nobody will pick one.
political culture, 4 points.
Political culture for 4. I need a Pictionary. Who wants to draw? Maybe somebody that hasn't said anything yet. Brit, come on up and draw. If you'll raise the screen and hit the lights. You got this, Brit. Got it?
I don't know if I do, but
That's what I need you to draw. Got it? It's okay. 1 minute on the 10. Go ahead, get them, Brit.
I can't see that.
wait. Why can't I draw?
You might need to zoom in on this.
No.
Zoom in on the picture because...
Wait.
Whoa, what?
Wait, that's not right. That's not right.
40 seconds.
Why am I like, I can't like,
Excuse me?
well, this is gonna be, I can't see.
Oh, Deborah, could you slide? Yeah, if you would.
Oh my god.
We gotta get 30 more seconds.
30 seconds.
I can't, like, this
Okay,
is
do you want me
so
to draw?
old.
Can you draw?
No, you gotta go.
Can
You
I
pick
write words?
No, you can't unless they say them.
Circle.
Draw like an emoji.
Circle.
Draw like an emoji.
Circle of life.
It's like weird.
Cat.
I know, right? I
10 seconds.
if this is, I give up.
Boo! Boo! -4.
This game sucks.
I know. When people don't draw first hand, I see.
Wait.
Okay.
How are you supposed to guess that?
No, no. I gotta ask a question first. -4.
Oh, Montgomery's got his hand up.
First hand I see. What's that?
No.
-4. First hand I see. Explain the significance of chicken. Go ahead. You've got it next, Brian, but you've got it now. Chicken from the political culture chapter.
You can't, in the state of, I can't remember what state it is, but there are certain things you can't add to your coworkers. Like you can't ask your black coworkers to go out with you for fried chicken.
That's not for this class, though. Go, Brian. Go ahead. What's that? Chick-fil-A. What's the story with Chick-fil-A?
That was the first half of the class.
I know.
This gets really
Go.
The significance behind Chick-fil-A is that.
Hang on. Quiet down. Loud, Brian.
The significance between Chick-fil-A is that True Kathy is not a supporter of gay marriage, so.
Ooh. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So in theory, if you're buying chicken from Chick-fil-A, then you.
Wait. What was the view? What was the view of Kathy?
He's a religious man, so since gay marriage violated his religious beliefs, he didn't believe in it.
What did he say?
What did he say?
We do not support gay rights. That's exactly what it said.
Go ahead. You got it. 5, 4.
He said it was inviting God's judgment.
He said what?
Inviting.
I didn't hear you.
Inviting God's judgment.
Inviting God's judgment. Basically, one of the leadership of Chick-fil-A, a Christian-based company, came out and said that gay marriage was wrong. It was inviting God's judgment. This is kind of like the end times, so to speak. So with this in mind, if you go to Chick-fil-A,
You don't support gay marriage. Then you're unconsciously supporting.
if you go to Chick-fil-A, every time you buy something, you're supporting anti-gay views. Anything else you want to tell me? 5, 4. Grace, who's got it next? 3, 2. Grace, who's got it next? 1. Well, who? This group here. They already got it wrong. They already got it wrong. So this group here. Go.
We want to add that they could make an argument that you're supporting it, but also there was gay couples that went in to protest Chick-fil-A and would kiss inside the restaurants to make their point.
Yeah, actually they did. They did.
Down at the bottom.
This is the brain group. 1, 2, 3,
And
4.
chicken.
You're a distant last place.
Well, the CEO also referenced that they're closed on Sundays and stuff to be like, it's not just gay marriage, like we're just a Christian-based company.
Yeah, that is true too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything else?
And then there was also Chick-fil-A Day by the people that are opposed to gay marriage and LGBT rights that would go there. So both sides would go there to eat.
There was actually a lot of publicity about this, and members of Congress, especially the Republicans, were like, you know what, every time you go there, this boosted their business because some people thought, hey, if you go and eat there, we're not in favor of this particular form of marriage, so we're going to support this, being against this kind of marriage by supporting Chick-fil-A. 1, 2, 3, 4. The article also mentioned, in fact, somebody else that said, I'm conflicted because I like the chicken, I like the waffle fries, I like the milkshakes. Just because I go there, I'm not making any political statement at all. I'm just eating frickin' chicken. Touch the screen. Lower the screen. Turn off the light. Pick me a category. Touch the house. I'm sorry, Grace. Pick me a category. Gotta go, guys.
Executive for 4.
Executive for 4. God, it's never gonna end. Grace, turn on the light. Raise the screen.
It's always fictionary.
I know. Okay, don't say it out loud. That's what I need you to draw. Okay, you ready? Okay, 1 minute on the 11. Go, Kinsey. And this is the brain group. You guys have a chance to make a move right now.
Tornado, storm,
Total.
What's that, David?
hurricane.
Hurricane, it is! From the executive chapter, can y'all explain to me, you guys have it, the significance of hurricane. Go ahead, you guys have it.
National Security Presidential Directive 51 or something?
National Security Presidential Directive Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4 for getting it right. 1, 2, 3, 4 for presidential directive. What's the number?
51.
National Security Presidential Directive 51, NSPD 51. What does it do? Anybody in the group? Y'all have it. 5.
It basically,
4.
basically allows the executive to essentially become a total ruler, basically dissolve the
Why?
government.
When
and
would
make-
this kick in?
In an event of a disaster, but they don't specify what
They
it
would-
could be.
they would
or-
declare martial law.
Stop. In the event of a disaster, 1, 2, 3, 4, or a catastrophic kind of an event.
Which could-
Can you give me some examples of what the article mentioned?
Well, it could be a terrorist attack.
Terrorist
It could
attack.
be
1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me more.
Tornadoes or hurricanes.
Hurricane. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me more.
Levees breaking in New Orleans. You know, some kind of flood. They didn't use it there, but that could be an example for future.
Natural
I
disasters.
think they said a nuclear attack or a terrorist attack on Washington, D.C., things like this.
Yeah.